We're going to hear from her, the #2 House Democrat, Congresswoman Katherine Clark of Massachusetts. Thanks for coming on. So I guess the first question is, are you formally whipping the vote?
Let's look at how unprecedented this situation is. We had the National Defense Bill that came out of committee just a few weeks ago with a nearly unanimous vote, a bipartisan bill, as is the tradition in Congress. And we have the GOP who said we are going to scrap that bipartisan bill, put a big "you are not welcome" sign out in front of our military bases to women, people of color, LGBTQ, and create a bill that is extreme. So there has been an unprecedented response from Democrats, where we have the ranking member, Adam Smith, saying he will now oppose this bill. We have Democrats who have never voted against a national defense bill who will not be voting for this bill because it has been taken hostage by the extremists in the GOP.
So let me go back to what are you whipping the votes?
So we have come out and said as leadership, we are opposed to this, and our caucus is standing strong with the American people. So
that's a no. But let me ask you, though, because for some Democrats in swing states, right, or moderate Democrats, this could be really tough for them. How are they going to go if they vote against it? How are they going to go back home, talk to their constituents about the fact that, you know, they voted against a bill that would give 5%, for example, raises to military members who are struggling on food stamps and struggling to pay their rent? Do you know how many Democrats will actually vote in favor of this?
I mean, we're going to see how many Republicans can they pass this bill on their own. This is a bill that they have taken from bipartisan, that's focused on our national security, that is focused on getting those pay raises. This is work that Democrats did, making sure that our military families have the housing they deserve, taking away a copayment for contraception. These are Democratic priorities and issues. So it is very difficult to vote against those, to vote against this bill. That is not easy. But what we've seen is this bill has been transformed into an extremist manifesto. And so we're going to continue, as we have done when we were in the majority, put the American people first and what they need. And what they need is a strong military. And we know that this bill is going nowhere in the Senate because it is disgusting and outrageous. So we will have a chance to work with the Senate and bring a national security bill back that we can support.
You say the Republicans have turned this bill into an extremist manifesto. They say that they're trying to put the brakes on the Biden administration that's trying to inject progressive policies into every area of the government. I want to listen to what Republican Congressman Ronnie Jackson, the author of the proposal, says about this Pentagon's policy on abortion access. Let's listen.
The taxpayer money is going directly to support abortions, and anyone in this chamber that says differently is blatantly lying to the American people. Taxpayer funding of travel for an abortion is, in fact, taxpayer-funded abortion.
What is your response to that?
My response to that is this is another step in their march towards a national abortion ban. And we are telling service women in this country, we're telling our military, fight for our freedom, but you don't get freedom. You don't get the freedom to make your health care decisions. You don't get the freedom to make those decisions with your family, your doctor, and in accordance with your faith. So the message here is outrageous to women service members. They're saying you are not allowed to travel for the health care that you need while you are serving our country, defending liberty. And that's why we've seen this issue be so wildly unpopular with the American people in election after election, in poll after poll, because the American people understand this is fundamentally taking away their liberty. This is an assault on freedom. And they didn't just stop with abortion. They went right down the line saying that we have, that diversity is not a strength, but a weakness. The American people don't agree with that. They know that's a
by
strength.
getting rid of the diversity and inclusion programs and the.
That's right. And putting out
are pushing for.
outrageous amendments saying we should go back and rename our bases for Confederate leaders who took up arms against the United States of America. I mean, I really cannot overstate how divisive and how racist and misogynist this bill has become, as we have seen Speaker McCarthy capitulate once again to the extreme elements of his party.
All right, Congresswoman Katherine Clark, thanks for coming on.